Assalamu alaikum dear friend. I am Saqib Abbasi, your maths teacher, and my YouTube channel name is Math Sarkar. Today we have a further maths topic. How we have to discuss about the 2 cross 2 whose order 2 and we get how we get the inverse. Here the question is regarding about the 3 cross 3 matrices. His order is 3 cross 3 and we have to find the A inverse. The question is that A equal to 1 2 minus 2 minus 1 3 0 0 minus 2 and 1, and how we find the inverse. So we first of all we know that inverse formula is A inverse equal to adjoint of A divided by A determinant. Okay, so first of all, where an important result is where A determinant never equal to 0. If A determinant equal to 0, if A determinant equal to 0, so we never solve this question. Okay, this question is only solution possible when A determinant is not equal to 0. Okay, now first of all we have to find the A determinant. How we get the A determinant? First I have to write it 1. We have to expand this one, 3 0 minus 2 and 1, then minus 2. Similar pattern we have. um if we ignore this one, we get minus 1 0 0 and 1, minus 1 0 0 and 1. Next one is we have minus 2. So similar pattern we have to ignore this one and this one. So minus 1 0 3 minus 2. So we get 3 ones are 3, minus 2s are 0, minus 2, 1 ones are minus 1, 0 minus 0, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. We have get minus 2, the positive 2, 0 multiply by 3 it will be 0. So all these value we have the answer is 3 minus 2 into minus 1 minus 2 into 2. So 3 minus minus plus and plus 4. So all these value we have the sorry, this one is minus 4. 3 and 2 it will be 5 and minus 4 and we get the answer is 1. So this is we have A determinant. So A determinant is not equal to 0, so it's mean its A inverse is exist. Okay, if A determinant is equal to 0, so it's mean there is no solution. Okay, next one is we have to find the adjoint adjoint of A. What is the adjoint of A? In order to we have to discuss about, uh, change the rows and column and change the signs, but this is order 3. It has 3 rows and 3 columns. So how we solve this one? So first of all we have to use some short tricks. How we find this one? First of all, you write all these value, similar pattern, 1 minus 1 0 2 3 minus 2 minus 2 0 1. So dear friend, remember that this is column 1, this is column 2, this is column 3, this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3. Okay, what is the trick is that we just replace column 1 and column 2 here and here. How we write it? This one we have to repeat the column 1 here. So column 1 is 1 minus 1 0. So we have to replace column 1 here. So now column 2 replace at here, 2 3 minus 2. Okay dear friend, you have to understand. Okay, now what will be we have done by here at here. So here we have to repeat row 1. So here repeat row 1, 1 2 minus 2 1 and 2. Okay, now we have to repeat at the last, repeat R2. What is the row 2? Minus 1 3 0 minus 1 3. Okay, dear student. Okay, how we deal all these things, how we solve it. So okay, dear student, we have to remove this R1 R2 and remove this R1 R2. Make the value from the form of L. How this make the L? This is our L form. Okay, we have make the L here. We just ignore this L value. Okay, now we have to make here adjoint of A. So what is the adjoint of A? So if we multiply this one, this 3 1 multiply by 3 and minus 2 multiply by 0, minus 2 multiply by 0, 3 minus 0, it will we get the 3. Okay, now next one is we have to multiply this 0 1s are 0 0 0 and 1 multiply by minus 1 0 minus 1 minus minus 1, we get the answer is 1. So we here we go from here left to right, but we write here the answer it into column forms. Okay, what's the column forms? It's this is into this form, this is plus 1. Okay, we don't write it here, we write it here. Okay, next one is we have 1 multiply by minus 2 and 0 multiply by 3, so we get only 2. Similarly, we have to multiply by 2 minus 2 and 2 multiply by 1 minus 2, where I have to rub this one, minus 2 multiply by minus 2, minus 2 multiply by minus 2 and minus 2, so it will be plus 4 and minus 2, so we get the answer is 2 here. Similarly, we have 1 multiply by 1, 1 and minus 2 multiply by 0, we get 1, we have to write it here. And then similarly we have to multiply by 0 multiply by 2 0 and 1 multiply by minus 2, so how we write it, how we explain this? 0 multiply by 2 and 1 multiply by minus 1 multiply by minus 2, so 0 plus 2, we get the answer is here 2. Similarly, we have to these pattern 6 2. Okay, you see, and here we get 5, and we put all this value in this formula, A inverse adjoint of A divided by A determinant. So this is adjoint is 3 1 2 2 1 2 6 2 and 5. And what is the A determinant? A determinant is 1, so we have write it 1 over 1 because this is 1, so we got the answer is 3 2 6 1 1 2 2 2 5. This is our answer. Okay, dear friend, you hopefully you can understand this method. Okay, dear students, next question is same as it is. It's order 3 and we have to find the A inverse. What is the A 1 2 minus 2 minus 1 3 0 0 minus 2 and 1? And here we have to find A inverse equal to adjoint of A divided by A determinant, where A determinant never equal to 0. If A determinant equal to 0, so no solution possible. So first of all we have to find the A determinant. A determinant is, we have A determinant is 1 2 minus 2 minus 1 3 0 0 minus 2 1. We have to write it same as it is. Okay, now we have to expand by column 1, row 1, so 1 3. If we ignore this one, 3 minus 2 0 and 1, then ignore minus 2, we ignored minus 2, so here minus 1 0 0 and 1 and minus 2 minus 1 3 0 minus 2. Dear student, understanding it, first value you have a positive, second value is negative, third value is positive, but here negative 2 we have carry this one. Okay, here next one is 3 ones are 3 minus 0, minus 2, minus 1, minus 0, minus 2. Here minus 1 or minus 2, it will be positive 2, 0 minus 3, it will be 0. So if we multiply all these terms, 3 minus 2 into minus 1 minus 2 into 2, so we get 3 minus positive 2 and minus 4, so 5 minus 4, we get the answer is plus 1. Okay, now how we find adjoint of a? Okay, we have to find adjoint of a, because we know that a inverse adjoint of a divided by a determinant, and where a determinant not equal to 0. So here we have to find adjoint of a. Adjoint of a, to finding adjoint of a, it's very easy. So first of all, we have to write this a matrices same as it is: 1 minus 1 0 2 3 minus 2 minus 2 0 and 1. Okay, dear friend, now first of all we have, this is column 1, column 2, column 3, row 1, row 2 and row 3. So column 1 we have to write it 1 minus 1 0, column 2 we have write it 2 3 and minus 2, and here we have to write column 1, row 1 and row 2. So what is the row 1? 1 2 minus 2 1 2, and what is the row 2? Minus 1 3 0 minus 1 3. We have to raise these things. Okay, here dear friend, we have to make here L form. How we get the L form? This is our L form. So we just make this L form here, write it in this form. So we have to multiply this one, 3 ones are 3, and minus 2 multiply by 0. So we have write it here, and 0 multiply by 0 and 1 multiply by minus 1, minus 1. So 0 multiply by 0 minus 1, 1 multiply by minus 1, so 0 minus minus plus 1 in the 1. So next one is minus 1 multiply by minus 1 multiply by minus 2, and 0 multiply by 0, so positive 2. Here is positive 2. Similarly we have to write it here. Here we have to write it 2. uh, 2 multiplied by minus 2, we get minus positive 4. 3 ones are minus, 2 ones are 2, 4 minus 2, we get here 2 2. Similarly 1 ones are 1, 1 minus 0s are 0, so here we get 1. Similarly 2 6 2, and last one is we get the answer is 5. Okay, now by using all these values, and we have, this is our adjoint of a. So inverse we get adjoint divided by determinant: 3 2 6 1 1 2 2 2 5. And what's the, we have a determinant. So a determinant, we get the answer is, in our first part is 1, 1 ones are divided by 1, we get same answer: 3 2 6 1 1 2 2 2 and 5. Hopefully dear friend, you can understand this question.